What if the reason many people know so much, yet understand so little, is because they began in the wrong place? We live in an age saturated with information. Answers are instant, knowledge is accessible, yet wisdom feels increasingly rare. The Bible speaks directly into this tension with a single, weighty sentence from Proverbs. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Long before these words were written, humanity already possessed knowledge. People built cities, formed governments, studied the stars, and developed systems of thought. The problem was never ignorance. The problem was independence from God. From the very beginning, in the garden, humanity did not reject knowledge itself. It rejected submission. Adam and Eve did not eat from the tree because they lacked information. They ate because they desired understanding without obedience, wisdom without accountability. By the time Solomon writes the book of Proverbs, Israel is educated, prosperous, and deeply religious. Yet beneath the surface, there is a growing confidence in human reasoning. So this verse confronts a dangerous assumption, that knowledge can safely exist apart from reverence for God. It insists that without the right foundation, even true information can lead to false conclusions. Proverbs is wisdom literature, written not to outsiders but to God's own people. And this verse is placed deliberately at the very beginning of the book. Before Solomon teaches about money, speech, relationships, leadership, or discipline, he establishes the starting point. If the fear of the Lord is missing, everything else you learn will eventually be distorted. This verse is not questioning intelligence, it is addressing posture. When Scripture speaks of the fear of the Lord, it is not describing terror. It is describing reverence, awe, and humble submission to God's authority. To fear the Lord is to recognize that God defines reality, sets moral boundaries, and has the final word on truth. Truth is not negotiated with God, it is received from Him. When the verse says this fear is the beginning of knowledge, it is not describing a temporary step that we outgrow. It is describing the root, the source, the foundation. Remove reverence for God, and knowledge begins to inflate the ego. Reasoning drifts into rebellion. Intelligence hardens into arrogance. Information multiplies, but understanding collapses. The verse ends with a warning. Fools despise wisdom and instruction. A fool is not someone who lacks information. A fool is someone who resents correction. They do not hate ignorance, they hate accountability. Wisdom threatens pride, and instruction demands humility. The Bible does not oppose knowledge. It opposes knowledge without God. And if the fear of the Lord is absent, what we call knowledge may actually be blindness. So the question remains, where did your understanding begin? With God or with yourself?